and I'll give him a lot of credit where credit is due. But we should anticipate that as the competition intensifies and it elevates, and you're Aaron Rodgers, that's why he said what he said. He knows more is going to be required against some of the better teams. When you're struggling to go to overtime to beat a third-string quarterback, okay, and Zappy, I mean, come on now. I mean, the reality is that the offense is not going against the offense. The offense is going against New England's defense, and we know they got some personnel on that side of the ball being exceptionally well coached by Bill Belichick. So they're going to make a lot of games competitive, and I get all of that. But in the end, the personnel is the personnel in totality, meaning on the offensive side of the ball, they shouldn't be in the same vicinity as the Green Bay Packers, but they were. You understand? They gave them a battle. They took the lead twice. They ultimately lost it. Green Bay comes back, pushes it to overtime, and ultimately they win it. I'm looking at it from that standpoint, and I'm saying, excuse me again, the days of Jordy Nelson have long been gone. The days of Devontae Adams are clearly gone right now, even though I like the kind of defense that Denver was playing on Devontae Adams yesterday. But the point is, in the end, I'm just looking at Green Bay right now. They got to get their ducks in order. Romeo Doubs got to really, really be that dude for them, meaning a young dude with fresh legs. You know, he's sprying, what have you, and really, really making noise in the open field. The way that he did on a couple of occasions. That was a beautiful pass from Aaron Rodgers. He couldn't hold on to it once he hit the ground. It was a Dez Bryant play. Let's call it what it is. In Green Bay at Lambeau Field, it just happened to work against them. If he had caught that, that would have been sensational. But in the end, I'm saying he's going to need to step up because you can't expect much from Green Bay if you're relying on Sammy Watkins and Randall Cobb to get it done for you. I respect both of those players. Please don't get me wrong. But you need something more if you're going to make the kind of noise they're aspiring to make in NFC.
Well, I love that you started with that play, man, because that goes back to what I was talking about, the difference between 1, 2, and 3 receivers, the consistency right there. Game over, you make that play. Game over. Can we rely on you to make that play all the time? That's it. Yeah. That's it. I say it's a great win for the Packers because they won anyway without him making that play right there. Aaron Rodgers found a way to get that team to victory, and we still wonder, in crucial moments like that, are those players going to come up with that play right there? That's the play I'm talking about, right there. That was not a scheme. Nobody schemed me open. I needed that man to be that man right there, and that's the separation. I was watching this game on one TV, and I was watching the Raiders on the other TV. They were on at the same time. And I would see Aaron Rodgers make a great throw, and they didn't come up with the play. And then I would watch Devontae Adams get open, and Derek Carr can't put it in that tight spot. I said,
that's right.
We're supposed to be together forever.
That's right.
You know, it was so hard watching them both because I was like, if only you could marry them back together, Green Bay would be off and running. But absolutely, it's a good win because he's finding a way to win football games without those guys being that guy just yet. And hopefully he'll get those guys to that consistency place I'm talking about.
I think they should feel fantastic about the win. This is what I loved about yesterday from Green Bay's offense. So, number one, Aaron Rodgers ain't going to throw pick six again. That's just not going to happen. I think he's got like 4 of them in his career. So that's part of that. Number two, Dobbs fumbled the football within the first 5 minutes of the game. Remember that ball to the perimeter screen? He fumbles it. So those turnovers aren't necessarily going to be a part of their offense moving forward. Randall Cobb is becoming, I'm not saying he's Devontae Adams, but Aaron Rodgers is trusting him in those Devontae Adams situations. And that 3rd and 6 throw he makes when he fades a little bit to his left on the sail route is absolutely out of this world. But the catch is just as good to know where the ball is going to be. And then the fact that they are figuring out ways to get Dobbs and Watson involved into their offense. Here's the question that everyone is going to say incorrectly about the Packers offense. Well, can they be explosive? That throw right there to Lazard is, again,
that's a great play.
Off the charts. So you still have the throws to Lazard, the throw to Tanyan, this one down the middle of the field. Your quarterback is still capable of doing anything he wants with the football, all right?
Phenomenal.
But everyone's going to go, well, yeah, Dan, can they be explosive? They're second in the NFL in explosive plays. They're second in the NFL in explosive passes. No. We just want that throw right there.
Can I just pause for 1 second?
I'm not talking about explosive.
Wait, 1 second.
I want to be unstoppable. They were unstoppable with
1 second, Michael. It's an overtime win, and the Patriots had their 3rd-string quarterback playing majority of the game.
Yep.
Brian Hoyer leaves with a head injury.
Yes.
And you're still this gassed about it.
Ecstatic because our question, well, My question about Green Bay, the main one going into the season, is are those two young players going to be good enough to kind of get them into a Super Bowl contender? I will agree with you, Molly. You have to be a little bit concerned about the run defense again. Yeah. You know, like that's they were New England ran the ball. Bailey Zappi did a good job, but you were going to go throw for 100 yards yesterday with the way they ran the football. Yeah. You know, I feel great about the young players on their offense starting to provide some plays, but the same old story, their defense, run-wise,
I don't think the evidence is there. I think that when you're playing against a potent offense and they're a threat to move the ball and score on you, that ups the ante on your offense to produce as well. So I want to see them under those conditions. The only other thing that I will say is that I had the moment ruined for me watching the Green Bay Packers. You know when somebody just takes your joy away because of their ignorance, their flat-out stupidity? That's what, I mean, I love them, but that's what my nephew did yesterday. My nephew, literally, Aaron Rodgers threw the pick six. My nephew Josh actually texts me and goes like this, I think that it's a bit over for Aaron Rodgers. I think that this is it for him. He's done.
No more bad.
He's done, Uncle Steve. And I swear, I wanted to drive to Queens, New York, just to slap him upside his head. I really do. It's nonsense like that. You know, it's hard to take. Because how would you watch Aaron Rodgers all these years and one play, all of a sudden it's like he's done? That was what I was dealing with. It actually contaminated my Sunday because it was so stupid. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.